Hey everybody, Jordan from Back Society here. Do me a favor and click that subscribe button below and hit the bell icon so you don't miss a single episode. Now, back to grinding. All right, welcome back to Back Society. This is your co-host Jay with my other co-hosts.
Yes, we're gonna ride this wave.
We're riding this wave.
Riding the wave, baby. See money here. Trying to make money off the wave.
Trying to make money off the wave. That's why we're talking about Joe Rogan, dude. Gets
Before we start, I do want to say this. COVID was real because I had it. My experience, that was the only thing where I had to focus intently on staying alive. Like, it was bad. And
Has anybody said COVID wasn't real?
I never had
Well,
it, therefore I don't really believe in it.
there was
You
a lot
never
of,
had it? I
No,
had
I
it.
didn't
there was a
have
lot
it,
of
so
deniers.
do we know it's really real? I mean, all I know is that it was manufactured by this Fauci character in Wuhan, China.
I will
The Kung
say
Fu Wallet,
there was a
though.
point. I definitely got tested positive twice. Before I got the vaccine and after I got the vaccine.
Same here.
And then the other times, I'm pretty sure I had it, but I refused to get tested because I was like, I'm not doing it. This shit is dumb,
You
dude.
can't say I have COVID.
If you
I
don't get tested, you don't have it. If you
True.
don't get tested, you don't have it.
But I'll tell you this. I got it before anybody knew what it was. I got it before it was like the month before like the shutdown. And I remember I was like,
February,
dude,
March time frame.
Yup. And I was like, man, I'm actually struggling to stay alive.
I just
I'm like
had
28.
ago.
My whole thing was I had like the worst head cold.
Really?
And I was a dude, and this was Christmas time, and I was around the like wife's family and everything. Nobody else tested positive. Only I did.
You would test positive.
You're just special like that, you know?
It was weird, bro. Because I was like, I don't got it. Nah. I was like, I'm just a little sick. I just got a little head cold. And then I got back and Mary was like, hey, before you go to work, you should test. And fucking popped hot. And then she like let her whole family know because we were all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they all got tested and nobody got it from me.
Dude, I
It was,
won't
it
lie.
was weird.
I've been around people with COVID and I had to do a test like afterwards. Like, it was like one of those drive-through ones where they like swab the back of your fucking throat. Awful shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I was negative.
Or when they
but,
stick
like,
it up
damn.
on the nose.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like, all the way up on the nose.
First time I ever got it, I thought I was gonna have to punch the fucking guy. It
Yeah.
was like he was poking me in the brain. I was like tearing up. It
Yeah.
hurt so
Oh.
bad.
It
Whatever,
was
dude.
bad.
Let me tell you what, though. I missed the time off.
Me too, man.
Missed the time off.
Every
It
day
was
I wish
great.
for another pandemic just so we
I
could.
can't wait. I've never pressure washed my house so many times and been so satisfied. It was amazing, dude. I was going on runs. I was pressure washing. I had made a kegerator. I was drinking a ton of beer.
Yep.
Dude, life was good, dude.
I was like
Life was.
DoorDashing like margaritas from my favorite Mexican joint, dude. It was a good time.
Part of me was like, man, if this is what universal basic income's like, sign me up, dude. Like, I'm all in.
Andrew Yang, baby.
I was like, but I needed it to be like $10,000 a month, not like $1,200 a month.
Dude, I had a good time. I didn't have to go anywhere. No one was looking to hang out. There was no functions to go to. Everyone
amazing.
avoided me. It was great.
I didn't fall into the video game trap like a lot of people did.
I did.
I do during the day. Well, because we had a baby though, and the wife is pregnant. So it wasn't like, it was like very productive. I was very productive. There was a lot of drinking,
Yeah.
probably too much drinking.
Not a bad thing.
But we were going on like 5-mile runs a day, like every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I was in the best running shape of my life,
Yeah.
running up hills, pushing a stroller,
Yeah.
drinking a ton of beer, cleaning, building stuff.
Oh, you're a builder?
Dude, I was doing all kinds of dumb shit. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Lifting. Dude, it was amazing. It
Yeah.
was fucking amazing.
I was going on a bunch of runs too. I was trying to learn as many skills as possible the whole time. I ended up getting a new job from it, but it was like my first time being able to like work from home for like the first time in my life. And I was like, man, I could get used to this.
So here's the thing. I wasn't allowed to go into work. I didn't work at all.
Neither did I.
the first couple weeks or I would say first 2 months, I had to work like once or twice a week. And then it got to the point where like, hey, we'll call you if we need you.
We'll
And I was
call
like,
you.
And they never called.
The worst
2 months, brother.
the worst
2
part to
months.
me
Yeah.
was just the gym being closed. That was it.
Yeah,
That
I
was the
would
best.
say that was the worst.
I had a full rack in my garage, so it didn't matter.
I
Mm.
didn't. So I was
Well,
like,
you should
oh
have
my god.
fucking,
I was
done
using like
better.
those like stretch bands or whatever, like the whole time. Like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
resistance
The
band.
resistance bands.
I just enjoyed being fat. I liked it. I got up to 220 pounds.
Bro, I was the opposite. I was just working out.
I lost weight, dude, but I think that was kind of like
Yeah.
muscle loss.
I don't think I lost weight because I was drinking and my calorie intake was about even.
Yeah,
Because
maintenance.
yeah, dude. Oh man.
I was drinking, playing Call of Duty with the boys.
No, dude. I was
With the
drinking, watching
boys.
Tiger King.
Tiger
Oh
Sending
yeah,
memes,
Tiger
baby.
King was great. Tiger King. That's set it off right there, man.
dude.
That set it off. I will never financially recover from this.
I love the meme where Trump's like, release Tiger King.
I still loved
Poor
when he had a
guy.
fucking limo parked in front of the prison, thinking he was gonna get a pardon from Trump, and it just never came.
It was the last day of Trump's term, right? It was like it was on like January 20th or whatever.
Poor guy. Which
That bitch, Carol Baskins.
Daryl Baskin. Man.
What a
Those were
simpler
good
time,
times.
dude.
Good
Simpler
time
time.
before everyone started getting their brains broken.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, everybody needed that time to go inward. That's why.
Apparently, inward is nasty work, dude.
I
It
will
is.
say though, like I feel bad for kids who were in school during that time.
Yeah.
The masks and all that bullshit, like it really did set people back.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
You know?
It was
can't
the
imagine-
reset.
Yeah, it was a huge reset. And I can't imagine like being in college or high school and they're like, hey, we can't do graduation. You know, just
Yeah.
an act or whatever. It still like had meaning for a lot of people, right? It's
And,
like
I mean, in the next 3 years, like what will education be with AI coming in the fold? What is education? What is academics when AI takes over?
Anything when the AI takes over.
they are doing some really interesting studies on how your brain learns from AI. And it's
Oh, you
not
see.
it's not good.
I bet it is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, like apparently your brain doesn't like retain information. It's just like it's like, oh, this is fact. And it's just a thing and you just move on. And your brain doesn't like try to like actually absorb that information.
Right,
It's
because
kind
you're
of
just getting straight up the answer instead of actually learning how to critically think and how
Yep.
to, find the answer yourself. I mean, like there's a lot of kids out here like my
Well, who critically thinks
my
anymore?
girlfriend's niece and nephew that they just cannot fucking figure things out on their own. Like incapable, it seems. Like just helpless is the term I like to use.
and then when they ask AI, they get the answer and they don't remember it.
Yep.
There's nothing to ingrain it into your mind.
It's crazy, dude. Helpless
Well,
people, dude. It's just like, I think a lot of powers that be want this to happen,
No, well, I will say this. I will push back. A lot of successful people, right? They don't fill their minds with general knowledge or anything, right? They delegate that, right? Like even in like that movie, The Big Short, when he was like, "I got a quant. Look at him. He's a quant. I don't know the math, but he does." You know what I mean? It's
Well,
I
no
think
one's
it's
asking
coming
you to
more
know
like that.
every little thing, but at least being able to critically think and figure things out is definitely necessary in order to function, or at least, at the very least, innovate.
Steve Jobs didn't know how the computers work.
Steve Jobs figured out how computers work. That's why he built one. You
Why
can't just
isn't
be
that
like, I
good?
don't know how this works, and figure out quantum and just like build a quantum theorem.
Weisenach did. His partner did. His partner knew all that stuff. Just Steve Jobs had the vision.
Steve Jobs did have the vision, but he also figured out how to make a computer.
Yeah, but Woz was definitely the brain behind that.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
he was definitely the computer engineer, and Steve Jobs was a smart guy who knew a lot of that stuff, but he was also the marketer. He was the business end of it.
and I think a lot of like high profile.
I don't want to take away like what Steve Jobs built because it's crazy.
Right. But that's the same with kind of like Elon Musk, right? I mean, Elon Musk, I'm pretty sure he's got some high level rocket scientists surrounding him that's telling him, "Hey,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is
Oh
what we
yeah,
can and we cannot do." It's not like Elon Musk is boots on the ground figuring this stuff out. No, he's got,
I think he tries to.
and they go and they tell him the answer. No, he's no people.
Uh,
I'm telling you,
I think
people
he
like
is one of
that.
those I think what Elon's got going for him is he's like, "Why don't we just do it like this?" And they're like, "Hmm, okay, yeah." You know what I mean? Like, he's more of a direction guy.
He's
Like,
got the vision.
he's smart enough to be able to, like, look into something and be like, "This doesn't make sense to me. Why can't we do it like this?" And then somebody else does it. But, like, in SpaceX, I mean, there's a ton of, like, ex-NASA, like, people and astronauts and, you know, SpaceX,
Yeah,
like, if you're able to separate the companies from Elon, the companies themselves are actually, like, really successful and they hire really good people.
they do. But I mean, like Tesla is not going to make it in the next like 5 years, though.
You think so?
I would have bought. Yeah, dude. China is killing the electric car market.
Well, you know what it is, though?
I don't.
It's the subsidies. Like,
Yeah,
the Chinese are just subsidized through, if anything,
Yeah, but Tesla's
Tesla
kind of subsidized too.
it was
not really, though. Think
not
about it.
anymore.
It was 75 you got $7,500 off, like, in a tax credit, so you still had to pay for it. But what I really mean is, like, um, Tesla shows you that being made in America is great, but it's expensive,
Yeah,
right? And so they can only innovate and keep so the reason they're not moving as quick as, like, BYD and some of those is because of the cost. It would be just so expensive, and
astronomical.
they would they would outprice the market in the US, where in
Yeah,
China, they're able to keep their prices down because labor is nothing.
they cornered that market.
Yeah,
They
but it's a
cornered it.
it's a I in my mind, it's a labor problem. It's not that Tesla or whomever doesn't have the technology and can do the same shit. The
Yeah,
problem is it costs money to do that, and you need smart people to do that, and you need labor to do that, and it's gonna make the cars unaffordable.
I think they said BYD's factory that they're building is going to be as big as like New Jersey. Like, how crazy is that
I mean, I
in
wouldn't be
China?
surprised. Yeah,
I
I
I
mean,
I I
Well,
I mean, like,
they do like
that's a
building in
factory
China
for
a
the
lot.
world, bro.
yeah. I just think you gotta think labor. Like, labor's a fucking huge thing, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, in AI, labor what is labor gonna be with AI in the
Well,
next
yeah.
5 years when you
Can we
have
also get away
robots?
from calling it AI? There's nothing
Which would be
intelligent about it.
Mhm.
There's no intelligence there.
Yeah, it's more like a VI, a virtual intelligence.
Yeah. Like, we gotta get off of this, bro. We gotta get off this AI train.
Yeah, but calling it AI gets in the more bucks, dude. It gets in the more investment from each other.
It's just annoying. It's just annoying, dude.
But like, it's all
It's
marketing.
only as it's only as smart as the data it's trained on.
It's
until it
marketing, bro.
starts teaching itself.
Like this
Well,
is why. Like
we're
this is
we're
why I the tagline for this podcast is the greatest ever. You know, you're gonna listen to the greatest ever, right?
yeah, well, fuck yeah, dude.
It says the BYD's mega factory is bigger than San Francisco.
That's not New Jersey.
But still, though, it's as big as a city. That's kinda crazy, dude.
I believe as big as a city more than as big as a state.
Yeah, I
Still,
believe that
though,
too.
San Francisco, is that a small city? I don't know.
Is it as gay as San Francisco?
Ooh, I don't know.
Are there as many homeless as San Francisco?
I mean, aren't like their young people like 50% like unemployed?
Dude,
China
So
or
maybe
yeah,
yeah,
China's hurting.
they are hurting. They got like those. They got 50% unemployment with their youth. Ghost cities that they just keep building more of. It's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
uh,
I was
right?
like,
I think they're below replacement on fertility.
yep,
The amount of, like, the aging population is, like, almost it's gonna surpass Japan,
it's gonna
like, the
surpass Japan.
percentage.
Not enough.
yeah.
Too many guys. Not enough women.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
that was their dumb fault.
That was
Yeah,
their
man, not
downfall.
enough hoes.
Yeah, dude. The one child policy
Yep.
finally coming
And it
approved.
wasn't just one child, it was, like, one boy.
It was
That
one
was the
boy,
real
yeah.
it was, like, one boy.
Dude, I
And
was like,
nobody was like, "Wait a second.
I was, like, on a kick this week, like, watching, like, a lot of documentaries about China and, like, North Korea. I don't know why. It was interesting.
What did you learn from it?
I learned how great the Juche ideology is, dude.
Uche!
Juche policies.
Mansei!
Yes!
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, dude, it is the ideology of self-sufficiency, man. North Korea for North Koreans, North Korean labor for North Koreans, bro, and it's working out.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's you might not know this, Scott, but it's a socialist paradise.
Paradise.
You know, one time
At band camp?
Kim Jong-il shot 18 holes in one
Yeah.
for his first game of golf ever.
Yeah. You know, he
Jesus.
started walking
Sounds
and
like the
talking
Apollo
in
mission.
3 weeks after he was born.
3 weeks, dude.
3 weeks.
Did you know that gummy worms were made by Kim Il-sung? Because he wanted to get rid of all the worms, so he made them into candy so people would eat them.
Yeah. And the great general, Kim Jong-il, he also created the hamburger.
He did create the hamburger.
He did.
Did you guys know the Apollo crew is the only people to go past the Van Halen belt and back?
It's not the Van Halen belt, dude. That's a band, dude.
The band?
It's the Van Allen belt. Van Allen belt. So fucking
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Van Halen. He's like, yeah, there was a Eddie, you know.
The Eddie sphere.
Yeah.
There was like an
Dude.
ancient like conflict between the gods of fucking
First
Sammy
of all,
Hagar.
I just want to say Bert Sabel, Bert, whatever his name is,
Bart Sabrell.
Bart, that man
BartSabrell.com.
came guns blazing. They're
Dude,
like,
that
is
was
this
one
your
of the. Let me tell you what.
Shout
Let me tell you what.
out.
That was one of the worst podcasts I've ever seen in my fucking life. Danny Jones should be fucking embarrassed. Clip this right now. You should be embarrassed, brother. That was one of the worst podcasts ever.
They set that poor old guy up, man.
The guy is 90 years old. 90. And also, by the way, 90 years old and more articulate than Bart Sabrell.
Oh. Dude.
Jordan, did you watch it?
No, dude, I can't watch
Oh,
those train wrecks anymore, dude. It's hard.
What? You know what? Though the first like 25, 30 minutes of Duke just going on about it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because he's like talking about like how he was recruited and like, you know, what it was like and how he was like Capcom for like the Apollo 11 missions and all this interesting stuff. And Bart Sabrell's like, but did you know this dead guy said that you know, he was a bodyguard and at this base?
He was like, so you're alive for 50 years, huh? You're
Yeah,
alive.
he's like,
interested in
he's like,
it,
you're
but,
either
like-
a liar or you're not. You know, he's like, either you lied or this dead guy lied. And it's like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, my favorite thing that I just could not get past is like, you have a security clearance, right? He's like,
Top
"Well,
secret.
yeah, top secret. And he's like, yeah, you're a general, yeah. So you lied to your family. And he's like,
And your
"What do you-"
daughter. Or
and he's
whatever.
like- but the whole thing, I'm like, just because you have a top secret clearance doesn't mean you lie to people. You just can't tell them things. You don't lie to them. It was one of the craziest things. And I'm just like, this guy's never had a clearance. This guy has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He's just twisting things to make
He
things
swayed
work.
me.
Dude, if there's one
He
thing
swayed
in this
me.
day and
We
age
did not go.
since COVID,
He swayed
fuck,
you?
are these
That was the worst defense I've ever heard. Even Danny Jones was like, I don't know.
Danny Jones was on Bart's side the whole time. That's why he was
Not in
like,
the beginning. Well, he was trying to be fair, and then he really shifted hard.
he
Because
was
Danny
pumped.
Jones is a fraud, dude. He's not a critical thinker. It's
I
obvious now.
I felt bad because he was pummeling. He was helped Bart pummeling on that old guy. And
He
I was
was.
like, I was like,
He was.
dude, you gotta
And
be
it was-
neutral
It was an ambush.
It
It
was.
really came off as an ambush.
over an old guy. And I mean, I get it because the only evidence that the old guy was saying was he brought back 200 pounds of moon rock or whatever. He kept repeating that over and over as his evidence.
He's 90 years old. Well,
I
yeah,
know.
Because in his mind, he's like, I was there. I don't know
I
how
know.
to tell you.
I don't know how to tell. Right.
He's like,
Right.
it's my experience. I was on the fucking moon.
It's like a weird dynamic, right? I can be like, yeah, I have an iPhone, but I don't know how to make an iPhone. And like Bart Sabrell's like, you never had an iPhone because you don't know how to make an iPhone. It's kind of like that, you know what I mean? Like, how can I explain how to make an iPhone if I have an iPhone. I have an iPhone. It was kinda like that argument. He's like, he doesn't know all the ins and outs of how he got to the moon, but he's like, "I got to the moon. I was on the moon." You know, like,
No, I think an even more like basic thing is like, yeah, oh yeah, dude, I was at this crazy remote island. Well, how'd you get there?
yeah.
Well, I flew. Well, how
Well,
did the pilot know how to fly the plane in order to get there?
you know
Like
what I mean?
that's
Like,
the kind of stuff it was, dude. It
yeah,
was
Hard hitting
pain.
questions.
It was pain. Danny Jones. That was a disservice to
it was
everybody. It was terrible. It was
it
a
was
terrible podcast. 4 hours, and that 90-year-old man
I know.
just kept
He
going, dude.
You know what though? He was playing along with it after a while. Once he realized it was like an ambush, he was just like
Oh, dude, he was just like, all right. He's like, I'm not gonna fight these guys,
I
you
know.
know.
Yeah. He was like, "I'm not gonna fight it. I'm gonna just keep going." And dude, but
I,
I'm not gonna like Barca, bro, he was facts after facts after facts.
there was no facts though. It was all made up, dude.
Well, I mean, like, he did have,
Carbon
like,
truck.
no, he did have
It's
Warren Braun or whatever. He was
Von
like, "It's
Braun.
gonna Von Braun, it's gonna take us multiple, things to get out of, low Earth orbit, to fill up and stuff like that." I mean, and then even the modern day astronauts
No, I'm pretty sure that somebody came back and they were like, that was actually taken out of context. Where
I'm
Von
sure
Braun actually said he's like, we thought it would take us
okay,
multiple trips or like multiple refuels to get there. But they're like, that's why it took longer is because we had to use like the gravity and trajectory, right? And like,
right.
in terminal velocity or whatever it was. Um,
I'm sure
dude,
a lot of Bart Sabrels is taking that out of context.
it's all taken out of context. And
Yeah.
also he doesn't understand physics. That's like basic
No.
physics.
Yeah. But I mean, like, dude, I watched that.
Buzz
I was
Aldrin
like
punched him in the face, dude. Come on.
we didn't go to the moon. We didn't pass the Van Halen bait.
See, this is
Belt.
Well,
look. See, ever like this is going back to what we said before we started recording. Ever since like post COVID, dude, I feel like there is just so many of these types of people just waiting in the wings for their turn to get on like these podcasts, dude, just to say bullshit they don't understand.
I guess he was paid $1 million to investigate the Apollo mission.
$1 million?
Whether
Someone was just like
yeah.
a millionaire was just like, "Yo, we need
Yeah.
you to figure this out, Bart Sabril."
Yep.
dude, he's not even a smart guy.
But then I guess
He
too, like,
looks like an idiot.
and then he's got the
He
list,
he's got the lisp. He just looks dumb, and he's kind of frumpy.
but he
And it's
just kept going. He just kept going hard in the paint against this old guy, dude. He just kept going in on this guy.
big hard. He was just like dropping all this stuff. But the thing, some of the stuff he was dropping, you could tell Duke was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What are you talking
He's like,
about?
what do you? He's like,
What's the
and he,
purpose of this conversation?
and then yeah, and then he was just like, you're a fucking liar, right? And the guy's like, he's like, wait, what? Like that's
Right?
literally what
Can
it
we
was.
agree that you're a liar, right?
Dude, it was brutal.
See, yeah, that's the thing, right? Because the guy was 90 years old. The guy probably doesn't even know what he had for breakfast.
He was born in 1935.
You know what I mean? Like, and then
It's 2025 right now. The guy is
You have-
90 years old.
you have Bart Sabril and Danny Jones kicking this old guy while he's down. He didn't even know what he had for breakfast.
He wasn't even down. There was a couple times too where he like started repeating the same story, and then he's like, "Yeah, you already said that." And then,
Jesus Christ,
dude,
man.
it was crazy.
Why would you side with the fucking theorist over the dude who's actually been to the moon?
I
Because
think,
Danny honestly doesn't believe they went to the moon.
and I think
I don't know
if Danny
why.
Jones, I think if Danny Jones would have rewatched that podcast, he would have been like, "Hey, I don't think I should put this out."
He shouldn't have put it out. It
He
was
shouldn't have put it out.
good, dude.
Shouldn't have put it out. Not against. I mean, because dude, like, come on, man. The guy's 90 years old. What are you doing putting out a podcast that just, like,
Gang up on the old folks here. Like, I mean, that is crazy work.
And then he's like, you know why people don't believe you though? Is because the government lies about, and he's like bringing up like MK Ultra and stuff. And you could see the guy sitting there like, what the fuck does that have to do with us?
yeah.
And he's like,
But
What didn't he say? He's like, there was 400,000 people working on Apollo.
Working. Yeah.
What
That's
makes
a
you think, you know?
that's a national project, Zahi Watts would say.
Bart
I
Sabrello
mean,
apparently
getting
is
to
the
the
next
moon
guy he'll
kind of
watch.
was. It was a keynote in a JFK speech.
It
But
was.
they did say, it was at the height of the Cold War, so the government was all continuously lying a lot because they were in war.
I mean, they
They
didn't
had,
need to. The only thing, I mean, like, yeah, the Soviets got to space first, but we didn't lie about that. They didn't lie about Sputnik. I mean, obviously, the United States wasn't completely like
no, but
against showing Soviet achievements. I mean, they didn't say
but
Yuri Gagarin was fake. They didn't
but
say we
the
did it before Yuri.
I guess the argument is that it took us one time to get there,
It
and
did
we
not take them one time to get there, though.
or
Yeah, it
the
didn't.
first or it doesn't matter.
We
Apollo
orbited before we actually landed.
got there.
Apollo 11
Apollo
got
11 got there through the Van
what happened
Halen
to 1 through
belt.
10?
I don't know. What
Exactly, nobody thinks about that. They're like, "Oh, we shot a rocket and landed on the moon." It's like, "No, that's
but
not
was Apollo 1 through 10 supposed to go to the moon?
They were the preparation to get to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
I don't
Apollo
know, man.
project was to land on the moon.
I don't think we went to the moon. Yeah. I mean, Bart's a bro. He got me.
He got you
He
with
was
all
Bro,
those
I
dumb
mean,
BartSaBro.com.
things about
dude.
the security guard in the Air Force who murdered somebody to protect the moon landing fake. Dude, it
That
was the
doesn't bro,
craziest thing I've ever heard.
that would not shock me that
Craziest
people were
thing.
getting whacked. People
By
were
a random MP. The guy was a military police security officer who's an E5 in the Air Force.
That was the
That guy,
guy.
he's not gonna randomly kill it was the dumbest thing. It's like that old guy that your boy Jesse Michaels interviewed who like fought aliens in the Air Force. You know,
Wait, I
it's
even
the
I said that was a
same
bad one.
the same thing. It's the
Was
same
a
thing,
bad
dude.
one.
It,
That was a bad
and
one.
it's like what I said with that too. It's just like if you have the technology to be able to jump to other like solar systems, other planets, this random dude ain't gonna beat you. I'm sorry. You have no chance. Just lay down.
Also, why are we sending the Air Force? Why aren't we sending the Marines to fight these guys? I'm not sending
SEAL
some
teams.
chubby ass Air Force guy to fucking go out there and fight an alien.
Wow, dude, he's an American hero. A
No,
human being hero,
no,
actually.
I don't care.
He's
He
American
did it
Besides-
for he did it for mankind.
Yeah.
No,
Okay?
dude, that's the same bullshit.
No, that was
Same
terrible.
bullshit.
If I was Jesse Michaels, I wouldn't have put that one out either. I would have been like, this is just bad for the credibility.
No,
This
dude.
is gonna hurt
I
me
would
more than it will help
podcast
me.
going like, it is my honor to interview this American.
I'm starting to believe that they don't really care about credibility, dude.
They don't. They haven't for years now, dude.
It's all about,
It's all about
It's-
ratings now.
It's all about clicks and rage hate. Like, you know what I mean? Like rage watching.
Dude, it's
I wonder why it
exactly-
switched like
it's-
that.
You're not trying to inform people anymore. You're trying to create controversy in order to like, oh, people are like, you got to see this.
Yeah, you're trying to drive views.
Yep.
It's all
That-
about driving.
That's the
And you
goal
know
now.
what? That was the thing about
That's what
like
killed legacy media.
but I was doing research or I was looking at like Nick Fluentes and more Tucker Carlson and all this like, Candace Owens and stuff like that. And I'm
That's
trying to
it.
figure out which one of them are the feds. Which one of them works for the CIA? Because I know
Tucker
some of them.
tried to work for the CIA, and he is an heir to big fortunes. So it seems like that. Nick Fuentes probably a Fed too. Candace O, I think she's just crazy.
The only
I
thing
don't think she's a
like
Fed. I don't think the Feds would touch that.
I don't know. Candace Owens is like doing this long thing about Charlie Kirk for like a couple months now.
It's
And I mean,
money,
like,
dude.
I guess,
She's
but
just
like, what
drawing it out.
what do the Feds? Let's say this. Let's back up for a minute. What do the Feds have to gain from saying Bridget Macron is a guy?
Just influence, just for you to take your focus
Who is she
off of something
influencing with
real.
that? I realize that right wingers really like to transvestigate people they don't
Well, how
like
many
for
followers?
some reason.
Well, how many followers does Candace Owens have?
do way too much somehow, so much.
So she's influencing something. Like, I mean, like, obviously, if the feds feel like they should interject with her, I mean, like, they probably went to her house with a suitcase and was like, "Hey,
I just can't imagine
keep
like a
going on
dude
with this
in
string of
black with
stories."
sunglasses passing a dossier, going like, "We need you to call Bridget McCrona, guy. Your country needs you.
Uh, I mean,
This is for national
no.
security. You must transvestigate Bridget McCron."
Well, I mean, like, people are talking about Bridget McConey
Transvestigate?
instead of our people are talking about Bridget McConey instead of, our economy collapsing, or us instead of going
I
to
I don't think
Venezuela.
I don't think the
that's
reach is
never
that big.
that's never been her thing though. She's a conservative gossip columnist. That's all she cares about.
Yeah, gossip.
It's just bullshit, dude. It's just how can I make money? The Charlie Kirk thing is like they get so mad about like, the left doing whatever. It's like, dude, you guys are profiting off this guy's death every chance you can get.
Yeah, they
Like
are.
literally, they're always like invoking his name. Like Charlie wouldn't stand for this. You know what
Yep.
Charlie's having for Thanksgiving? It's like, bro, that's
Dude, his
disgusting.
show is
Like,
still
Yeah.
going
stop it.
on. It just
It's
Yeah,
a
without him. That's
dude,
crazy to me.
they're literally they know. Like, I mean, you agree with the guy or not? He had really good charisma. He was articulate, and he knew how to like talk to people. Whether or not you agree with his whatever his theories, but like the rest of that crew, they got none of that, dude. They're all fucking losers who are just glomming on to a successful guy, and now they're just using his name in vain. It's
yeah,
crazy. It's crazy, dude.
it is.
It's crazy.
And the Nick Fluentes thing is kinda crazy too because, like, he's a smart kid, but at the same time, it's like, he really is hard on his, like, Christian faith or whatever. It's like,
It's all
you
plot,
know, if
dude. He's not really
I
all that Catholic.
but but that's the thing, right? It's like, how are you
I
so smart and then
I
not
just
see the deception?
No, no, they all
I just watched
it's
a
a
really
vehicle.
good.
It's a
You know
vehicle.
you know who Coleman Hughes is?
It
No.
sounds familiar.
He's like a conservative. Look him up. He just like really articulate dude, smart guy.
Okay.
Um, he did a whole thing on Nick Fuentes. I
I
literally
see it
listened to
right
it tonight,
now.
and
Yeah.
he's like, "There's two Nick Fuentes. There's the guy who goes on like mainstream podcasts, who's like, "Hey man, I'm just like a religious guy, and this is what I care about." And then there's the Nick Fuentes on Rumble who just goes off and is like, "We should kill all the blacks. We should kill all the non-whites. Women are stupid, and that's why that's why I don't. I'm celibate is because women suck." And he does a really good like comparison of like the two Nick Fuenteses. I mean, his whole theory is he's building his base of these like extremists, and then he's going out into the mainstream and softening his image
Yep.
in order to gain power to bring
Ah,
things mainstream.
Yeah, he's
do you
also
think he's
trying
that
to fill
smart
the
to do
Charlie
that?
Kirk void tying into
He's
that.
a
He's
smart.
trying to be the next
He's,
guy up.
he's, well, yeah, I think that's why he started softening his image is because of the Charlie Kirk stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's a smart guy. Like he's not unintelligent.
He's a
He's not.
smart
I
guy,
just want
and
people to
that's the
recognize what he is.
but
That's my thing.
my thing is with him is like, he's still young. I think he's like 25, right?
Yeah.
He's like 25, 26 or something,
Yeah,
and
you're
it's
right.
like, I know he says, like, a lot of stuff in his past, and then I hope that, he
Well, no,
learned
no,
from it
he
and grew
keeps
from
saying
it.
he's saying it in his past, but he's not. He's saying it right now.
He's
Yeah,
saying it
he's saying it
okay.
right now. His followers are even worse, dude. Like they're part of the reasons why Twitter is unusable nowadays.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just saying because I know he's a smart guy and he's preaching about like all these morals, this Christian morals that he has, and I'm sitting there like, bro, like you're so smart that you investigate and you research all this stuff going around, but you can't
But
research
he
and
he
investigate
doesn't
your
really
own.
he doesn't really research and investigate.
Because
He just rants.
yeah,
Is that,
Yeah.
but
yeah, he just
he
rants. But
knows
you
the
have to
stuff
realize
though.
about conservative Christians, man, that they're fake. They're not real Christians, dude. They're really
Yeah,
not. They don't listen to the Bible at all. They barely read it. They just knew a few passages that helps for their own talking points. Um, conservative Christianity is like one of the biggest farces in America right now, dude. And people just use it as a tool to gain followers because what's a better follower than someone who exclusively believes in faith and just has faith in you, just has faith that you're a good man.
I'm kinda surprised that Christianity still has any power because, like, now with us being more connected than ever, like, you can get the common denominators from Christianity, from, like, Hinduism, from, Judaism.
I mean, there's a
You
lot
can
of
you
reasons.
you there's a lot of religions that you can find the common denominator from and then just be like, "Oh, that's really what it stems from, and that's really what is the truth." So, like, having that ideology to me is just, like, not smart.
Yeah, but you gotta see this way: Christianity is the biggest religion on earth, right? There's more people
I
that
think I
identify with
think
Christian than
Muslim
anything
is,
else.
right?
No, Muslim's the second. But do you really
What's
want to
the
be an
3rd?
American Muslim, dude?
But, what's the 3rd?
The
What
third
are
is
the
Judaism.
biggest
No, it's
No,
Hinduism.
Hinduism. Sorry.
but they
Judaism's
all
really
like,
small.
they're all I mean, they're all rooted with the same, like, you know what I mean? The stories are different just because you were born in a different part of the world, but if you look at the common denominator, if you look at the message of what each messenger said, it's all the same thing, which is crazy to me that people even fight or even have those ideologies just because you were born into it and you never question it. You know, it's just a weird thing for me.
Well, I mean,
Like,
like
how
a
can
lot of
somebody
people's
be
faith is based on,
smart like that?
mommy and daddy said that was the correct faith, and so it is, and everyone else is wrong. I was born American, therefore America is the greatest country ever. I was born a
Well,
Christian,
it
therefore
is
Christian is the right
objectively.
religion. It's a lot of people if they were born into it, they think it was the only path forward. It's the only path for anybody. But
Do
I'm
you
sure if
think
you were
Nick
born in China, you
Fuentes
would
is
think
one of
China's
them?
way better and America is a totalitarian state that just wants to ruin
What's the
everybody.
religion? What's the religion in China?
It's like God, I
Eh,
almost said something.
only if you consider Confucianism a religion. That's more of
It's
a
a
way of
philosophy.
life.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like Confucianism, Taoism. Um
I if I had to guess, I bet you in China, the number one religion is probably Christianity.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
I
just
would say
depends. It depends on what you consider a religion, right? Do you consider Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism? Are these religions, right? Or those like way of life
philosophies. Yeah.
or philosophies, right? Buddhism's probably more of a religion than the other two, but I think the Christian movement in China is pretty big, but they're also a communist country, so the crackdown on religion is it's probably hard to say what the number one religion is in China, if I had to guess. Because
Where
most
like,
people won't admit to being part of a religion.
do they have holidays? Like, do they celebrate, like, Christmas and stuff like that?
No.
So weird.
They might superficially
yeah.
for,
Yeah.
like, tourism and stuff, like, in the big cities, but when you go out into the rural areas, it's an underground thing. I doubt it's, you know, uh, advertised.
The only reason why I brought that up
That's
is
a
because
guess, by the way, I don't fucking know.
but that was part of my reasoning of why I think he might be a Fed because he's like, he's to me, I feel like he's a smart kid. But then when he goes on about these morals, it's like, I don't believe you. You know what I mean? I don't, you know what I
It's
mean?
whatever gives them
You're
a bigger
you're
reach.
too smart to not
He's an extremist,
question.
dude. He knows his base. He knows he can extend his views by going on Tucker Carlson or PDB or PBD, whatever it is, and then go back to his show, and maybe a couple people will find their way from Carlson or PBD to his site. Most will think it's probably pretty gross, but he might still gain a few followers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's playing the long game,
Right.
dude.
And so far it's been working. I mean, I've heard of him back in like 2019 and now look at him.
Yep.
His long
I mean,
game is working.
2019 before
he was
COVID.
at the Unite the Right rally
Yep.
in Charlottesville.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't the right, yeah, the left too. Uh,
The left have like no power, dude. There's no reason to worry about them.
Dude, they're such bitches, dude. They just
Yeah.
roll over.
That's the
They're
thing,
gonna
dude,
win the
like, you
next
can't really
election.
compare because the right actually has power,
They're gonna win the next election is the left.
not the left, the liberals will. The liberals hate the left too.
They'll,
What's the
well, I mean, that's the thing is we've gotten away from saying Republicans and Democrats. It's all left or right. You're a leftist.
yeah,
You're
the
extreme
reductionism.
conservative. It's completely reduced. But like at the end of the day, yeah, the Democrats will probably win the House. They have a shot at the Senate. Um, but who knows, man? I mean, crazy shit can happen in the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all we know, we can have an AI president.
And there's one thing that, the Trump administration is really good is coming up with the latest, distraction by, like, daily almost.
Distractions and excuses, baby.
I mean, they already I mean, did you see the Pentagon shit going on with the Venezuelan boats? The double
Why are
tap?
we going? Why are we going into war with Venezuela? Is it
Oil.
it's about oil, right?
Oil.
No. Oh, I don't think it is.
No?
What do you think it's about?
It's an ideology. Think about who the Secretary of State is.
Okay, Marco
the sec-
Rubio, but because if Venezuela falls, so will Cuba?
Where's his family from? He's Cuban descent. They have a strong hatred for Latin American communist and socialism. It's an ideological thing. And just think about it. Also, Trump backed what's his face in Venezuela in his first term, who lost Juan Guaido, and it's Trump exacting revenge, and he's got people in his ear being like, "Yeah, fuck these guys. Like, this is not good for America. America first, Western Hemisphere." Um, it's a little bit of everything, but I'm not saying that the oil and stuff isn't part of it, and I think they got a lot of gold and other minerals there, but I think part of it is also like revenge and also just pure ideology.
I
Like Occam's razor, bro. Bring it down to the simplest thing.
no, I
For me, that's
agree.
oil,
I
though.
agree. I agree. I thought it was oil, but I mean, like, if Marco Rubio has like this disdain for Venezuelans, like that's kind of like, dude.
A lot of those like Cuban Republicans just hate Latin American communism and socialism because that's what they fled from, and they feel like
Yeah.
it is a threat to the world. Not saying they're wrong, but so
Right.
here's my thing. Marco Rubio is probably more of a traditional neocon than anybody's going to give him credit for, but he's playing the game because he's in a position of power. He knows if he sets himself up right, he could be the next president. Um, but the problem is that they're going to run into is they ran on no new wars, no new whatever, no regime change, and this is literally what they're fighting for right now,
It's
and
funny.
they're trying to justify it, but without justifying it.
It's so funny you say that because 2 days ago, Marco Rubio had the, Institute of Peace renamed after Donald Trump. So now it's the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace.
How do people just like getting gaslit? This is exactly why nobody believes in the government.
Politicians have been gaslighting people forever. This one is just more blatant.
Trump's super underwater in the polls. The problem is they're pandering so hard to MAGA, where they're losing independents left and right. They're losing, fence-sitting voters left and right. This is why they're going to lose the House, probably the Senate. They're not setting themselves up for the next presidential election at all. This is why that House seat in Tennessee or whatever, Trump won that district by 23 points. The Republican, won by 8 points. They're hemorrhaging voters. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it is hemorrhaging. But again, anything can change between here and now, but it's crazy. And they're not just pandering just to MAGA voters. It seems they're heavily pandering to Twitter MAGA voters, which is really strange to me.
Everything happens on Twitter.
If you look at everything it seems they're doing is under the veil of content creation,
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Plato's cave. I don't believe anything.
You're gonna shoot over there. I'm gonna shoot over here. You better shoot all that content.
I'm Pete.
It's like
I'm
they're
Pete
just
Hegseth.
content farming. It's like
Hegseth.
legitimately crazy. Like
He's
everything
like,
is a
dude, come
photo
on,
op.
let's go.
It's nuts, dude.
They got
I'm going to
they
carry
got
the
all the
votes.
cabinet members in on it. They're all like they're all just like podcasters, it seems like.
Trump's falling asleep at their meetings. You
That's what I
know,
heard,
like,
man.
Fucking Christy Noem said, "Sir, you stopped hurricanes. Thank you for stopping hurricanes, sir. There's been no hurricanes since you got in office. Thank you, sir. Thank
Good
you."
job.
And
Good
those
job, Trump.
Venezuelan fucking boats, she said, like, bombing those boats probably saved hundreds of thousands of Americans.
said that?
Christy Noem.
Oh yeah, she's an idiot, dude. She's probably the dumbest cabinet member they have, hands down.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Hands down.
And not to
the
mention,
whole
what really is
thing.
getting me is these pardons he's doing from these like money laundering, bribery
Yeah.
slingers. He pardoned
Drug dealers.
drug cartel members. Crazy.
Part of the game.
It's like
It's part of the game.
there was like an announcement that he pardoned a Democrat, and I was like, he pardoned a Democrat, and it was like a Democrat who got caught for money laundering. I was like, oh, of course, that's the common denominator there.
Who was a member of the House.
Mm.
But he's like setting precedent. You know what I mean? Like it's like because he's not an ideological guy. He's I'm going to win no matter what kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't care. Like I think at the end of the day, he doesn't care about labels. It's about, hey, this guy did this thing. I pardoned him, and I said it's not that bad because I know other people who do that.
Yeah.
I know
Maybe
other people that
Like my
or people
kids. My kids
bad
might be
things.
doing something like that. You know?
It's a lot of his biggest like supporters on like, you know, content creations are all people who are like who have been like charged for bribery or something. It's crazy.
Crazy, dude.
Like usually people that like are heavily on his nuts, they usually have a rap sheet. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What is Cash Patel? What's on his rap street?
It's probably
Raps.
I don't
Lying
think he
about
has
being
one,
able
but
to
if he gets
see
caught,
straight.
it's gonna be like misuse of funds or shit like that.
These people think they're untouchable. His whole cabinet thinks they're untouchable. Donald Trump thinks he's untouchable.
I mean,
They
he's
know-
pardoning them.
I was gonna say they know they're gonna get pardoned, so it doesn't matter. But also Biden didn't help by doing those preemptive pardons. He set the precedent, and like Trump's like, "Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna preemptive pardon my entire government." You know what I mean? Like
Can Trump pardon himself?
that's a debate,
I don't know.
but theoretically,
He
maybe.
can. Because but
But they're arguing. Well, their argument is the Richard Nixon argument, right? Like the president can't break the law because he enforces the law.
Right. Because I was wondering, because like say like if they do drop the Epstein files, which it's been like 21 days now, I don't think they will.
Yeah, we got one more week, baby.
So I'm
They're waiting
thinking
for
You see
people
those
to get-
pictures?
of the Epstein Island.
Yeah,
I
Fucking
saw some of them.
weird,
I don't know what to make of it. And they were saying it's mainly like scientists. Like they said, like
I just want to
like
see
they
the
had-
Bubba picture. I want to see if it's. I want to know if it's real.
The
Who
what
is it?
picture?
I want to know who Bubba is.
who's Bubba?
It's some dude Trump blew, I guess.
Well, so
Oh,
initially they were saying that Bubba was a nickname they used for Bill Clinton,
yeah.
and then Epstein's brother came out because he's the one who sent that email about images or pictures of Trump blowing Bubba, and he said that Bubba in that case was not Bill
Bill
Clinton.
Clinton. Oh,
But he didn't say Trump didn't blow somebody. He just said it wasn't Bill Clinton. That's all he said.
So that's why I want to know who it is, dude. This is the mystery that must be solved.
like in the conspiracy theorist world, they used to do that stuff with Skull and Bones. Yeah, where they would do gay stuff so they can hold it over your head. Like I swear to God, that was the big thing. And now, I mean, like they're doing it again.
I mean,
These
like
people-
how desperate Trump was to get in like the elite circles, like before he was president. I'm sure he would have done something. To get
Oh,
in there.
100%.
I
100%,
believe he
man.
would have done something to get in there.
I don't know. I'm torn. He doesn't strike me as a I'm gonna degrade myself kind of guy. You know
His
what I mean?
mentor was Roy Cohn.
Roy
He
Cohn? Yeah.
Yeah, he was gay.
What's that have to do with anything?
I'm just
Are you
saying,
saying Roy
like,
Cohn is Bubba?
maybe.
Oh.
I'm just saying, because Roy Cohn told him all about, like, how to blackmail people, about the hotel, how they have, like,
Yeah, but, like, I mean, Trump had money too, like, I feel like
Trump didn't have money when he was being mentored by Roy Cohn.
yes, he did.
Yes, he did. His dad was rich.
His dad gave him a whole bunch of money, dude.
I don't think his dad liked him. His dad, I mean, like,
Fred Trump was a loving father.
from what I got, he just got a small loan of $1 million,
Tiny.
It
right?
was it was
Barely
not a million.
noticeable.
I think it was,
And it
like,
was
closer
like,
to pretty
"Hey,
sure it was
go
closer
out
to
tomorrow."
$100 million.
So small,
Regardless,
dude. What is that? Pocket change. I can find that in my couch.
$100 million is a lot of money back
Especially in the
then.
'70s, bro.
Back then.
Bro.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, he begged Roy Cohn to be his mentor. You don't know, like, Roy Cohn was telling him all this, like, the dark side of business.
But the thing is, when you start saying picks or didn't happen, that's not in the '70s and '80s. We're talking '90s, 2000s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's yeah.
We
I am curious
Not
because
enough
Epstein
people are
had his
talking about
hands
this, man. We need to
uh,
figure it out. We need to put our conspiracy theory hats on and figure this out, dude.
because Epstein had his hands in what? He had his hands in, what's that guy? The Harvard University guy, Bill
La
Gates,
Larry Summers, Bill
like,
Gates, Alan
like, move
Dershowitz.
dude, like, he had his hands in different areas of expertise, like, I wonder why, you know? It is kinda crazy.
Alan
What if
Dersh.
he's not dead and he's still running the world?
I mean,
You know
Epstein even had Stephen Hawking on his island. Crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think I think part of it too was, like, at a certain point, I think we all forget that, like, some in the '80s and '90s, like, some of these people that were incredibly smart and smart scientists were celebrities.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And that was the place to be. It was to associate yourself to these successful, smart people. It
upper
wasn't
echelons of
yeah, it wasn't about,
society.
being with the cool actors. It was about being with the smart people who had influence over stuff. And
Yeah.
if you want influence, you're gonna be with them. Because celebrities and actors and, the bullshit didn't have that it wasn't really until Obama where actors and musicians had any kind of real influence on
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like around where reality
Yeah, I think
TV started. Like,
yeah, I think we forget to put it into, like, context of the time. Like, that's why he was associating himself because science, critical thinkers, you know, uh, you know, there were so many, like just think about the people and the debates that were happening at the time that were actually televised, the Christopher Hitchens of the world and people like that were like those people were like kind of celebrities and had influence on people's thoughts and legislation and things of that nature.
just
So
like my hero, the late great Carl Sagan.
Sagan, yep, Sagan was a big one.
Yeah, we don't like Sagan, though,
Why?
because he sold out.
When
He
he
was
so
all about UFOs, and then when he
he
got big,
wrote
he was like, "Nah, I'm not a
that
UFO guy."
Third Kind movie.
Carl Sagan, he was
Yeah,
part of that?
I think it was Encounters of the Third Kind, something like that.
I know Jacques Vallée was in that movie. I don't know Carl Sagan. I like Carl Sagan, he
I
sold
don't think
out.
he ever stopped believing in UFOs.
I think he did because once he got certain clearances in the government, he stopped talking about UFOs. He stopped talking about aliens and stuff like that.
Dude,
He was real
there's
shut down about it.
there's like talks like
In later
before he
years.
died about aliens.
I don't know, man. Have you heard about, like, what he said, like, about, like, UFOs and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Nearly, like,
he pretty much like did that line of thinking like it's just mathematically impossible there isn't any.
yeah, I don't know. Imma have to rebuke that. I mean, like, the information that I got Carl
From
Sagan.
who?
I mean,
Why are you
dude, in the
rebuking Sagan,
beginning,
dude?
because in the beginning he was about UFOs and stuff like that. Then once he got pretty well known,
First and
and then once he
foremost,
got
dude, he
like
was an
security
astro guy,
clearances,
not really a UFO guy. He was about space.
Can I ask you one question though? What if he talked about it more in the beginning, but as he got older, he talked about a lot of other stuff, so it got diluted. Maybe he talked about it the same amount, but he also taught the expansion of his, his repertoire just grew over time. So it seemed like less, but it doesn't mean he like completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, first and
I don't know.
foremost, he
What do
was
you
he was an
that made too much
astronomer.
sense to you?
No, I know. I mean, like, no. I mean, like, Carl Sagan was a smart guy. He knew he had a lot of expertise in different areas. But
He
later
was a
on
mentor
in
of
his
Neil
life,
deGrasse Tyson, your favorite.
what does he believe when it comes to
Dude,
UFOs?
I don't know what it seems like what he believes changes every day.
It does. I think he's got
He's
a
a
little bit
smart
of
guy
audience
though.
capture. Yeah.
A smart guy though,
But
but
he's always been a UFO denier. Hardcore.
hardcore.
I
Yeah.
think denier, or I would say he wants to see it before he starts running with it. And like,
But
But
he's
you got
not even
Mark.
but the problem with him is he's not even worth to him it's not even worth entertaining the thought.
Yeah.
because
Where
most
with like Sagan was like, why not think about that stuff? Because
And
obviously it's probable in his mind.
Sagan, the one thing I really liked about Sagan was that he advocated just letting your imagination go wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was all about that never losing that sense of wonder, wondering what the future is going to be like and how we can get there. He was a very he was a very inspiring person. He was there to inspire people. He
And
it
was
says
he was inspired,
yeah.
you know.
it said Carl Sagan viewed UFOs as an area of scientific skepticism, believing that while extraterrestrial life might exist, there was no compelling evidence to support claims of alien spacecrafts visiting Earth.
And I think that's fine.
He's the one that came up with the term extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
He did say that.
And said many
Great-
UFO
great
reports
saying.
are mythical, but remain a proponent of using science to search for life elsewhere in the universe. I mean,
I mean, if he
like
was watching, if he was
might
still around today and he was seeing those UFO hearings, do you think he'd be convinced?
I mean,
They made you less convinced, Scott. You're less convinced after these hearings.
I mean, dude, I mean, like, come on. Some of these hearings are just like, bro, like, give us something to touch. You know what I mean? Give us a video.
Yeah.
No, just
And that
like,
was
let
his
us
Do
whole
see
point.
something.
That was his whole point was like, yeah, probably, but we can't prove it. And
It's something.
And I think Carl Sagan's point was we want it to be real so bad we're willing to believe whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know,
that's
man.
like a core belief for a lot of these conspiracy theories. We just want to believe something's out there that will force ourselves to believe these charlatans.
And that's why everybody was like, David Grush, this is our guy. And everybody like, maybe not our guy, but this other guy, he might be our guy.
David Grush is that guy. What are you talking about?
Why do you think people are still giving Avi Loeb the time of day? They want to believe Three Eye Atlas can be the turning point in humanity.
I mean, even me, I'm like Avi Loeb.
I know,
no.
but there's people out there, not just
True.
you. There's plenty of people out there that are giving him the time of day.
True. But I mean, like, if you have crash UFOs, you're in a reverse engineering race with other countries. You know what I mean? I think that's why a lot of it is coming out now is because we're in a race. They need help. You know, they want to take the stigma off of it. You got Marco Rubio saying China's ahead of us in this type of race. I mean, like,
I know I've said it before. But like, you should really sit down and watch Stargate, dude. Because once you watch Stargate, a lot of this shit sounds
I've seen the movie.
familiar. No. Watch the series SG1. Because as soon as you watch it, dude, a lot of the shit just seems very familiar to it. Like everything kind of harkens back to Stargate for some reason.
Maybe
That fucking like podcast with Anna Paulina Luna, like straight up shit ripped from Stargate.
Yeah,
dude.
and
She's so dumb, dude.
But that's another face. Another
She's on the hot crazy scale. That's the problem.
that is the problem.
She did
That's
have that
what
MAGA bikini, dude. That was like, wow.
Yeah, it was like wow, but that was also like I don't need to hear you talk.
I'm sick of these like faces, man. I'm sick of these. It's like they're like pressure valves, right? They're like, oh, when there's something high tension in a theory or something, we're just gonna send out a face that relieves the pressure of this tension and redirect you somewhere else. Does that make sense?
They're super
No,
good at
I
like
have
distracting.
no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Like I said, they're really good. This administration's really good at just flying things just at your face constantly, dude.
So
Masterclass.
So I'm saying is like if people are talking about like UFOs or something and the tension is rising, hey, we're gonna storm Area 51. Let's just put a pretty face out there to redirect it. Be like, hey, we know UFOs are real. This is probably it. Read this book. Pressure valve release.
I can picture it now.
Releases
Just
the
everyone
tension.
lined up at Area 51 ready to storm. But she's like, hold on, guys. I got clearance. I'll go in
Hold
there.
on.
Don't worry. We'll figure it out. And she comes back
They're-
like 15 minutes later. Nothing to see here, guys. I just
They're
checked
about
it
to
out.
there's about to be an uprising about the Epstein files. Put in Cash Patel, right? Too much tension. No, he killed himself. Pressure valve release.
Shit.
Dude, that's all I'm saying. It's like these people in his cabinet or in his people, they're just pressure valve releasers. They're like, oh, there's so much tension in the air. Let's just put a face out there. Say, yeah, some of this is true, some of this isn't true, and then redirect.
I mean, you know what? You might be onto something. He's filled his cabinet with such ineptitude where he's like, hey, we're just going to send this guy there to say dumb shit and redirect everybody.
It's like kill the tension, put them in. Pressure valve. I can't even say it. Pressure valve released. You know what I mean? I'm sick of it. It's too much.
Oh, I know, dude. It's just like normally they would be slow with all these distractions, but like it's just a nonstop barrage.
Well, it's because there's so much dumb shit going on. They're like, we gotta fucking.
There is, and like the podcasters are just like, yeah, just give it to me, just give it.
I
want to
see.
You want to see my
Pete.
show? Let's go. Let's talk about it. And they're just like, oh my god, no way. Ra, Amun Ra, the ancient Egyptian god, was actually an alien.
Actually, it probably was, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It's straight up Stargate.
Dude, what if Stargate was like a way to fiction into nonfiction into fiction?
I mean,
what
if it was like Stargate 100% had military like advisors because it is very, very U.S. military focused.
I can't watch Stargate because it's just so corny.
It starts off corny, but it gets really good, dude.
I don't like the actor, the main actor.
What's wrong? He's a sarcastic dickhead. I mean, it's military propaganda, but it's good.
He's like wasn't it
Patrick
like
Swayze
afternoon
was the original?
TV. Yeah, he's like afternoon TV corny. Like he looks like he'll be on the Young and Restless type of thing.
I mean, wasn't it on Sci-Fi? So like, what are we talking about here?
Sci-Fi picked it up later, but it did in later seasons.
But Sci-Fi also had Joe Questions Everything, and Joe questioned everything.
He questioned everything. It was insane. Like everything was just questioned. I was questioned.
I was questioned too. But I'm just saying, you should question everything.
No, I agree. I'm just saying a lot of what these people are saying is straight up like fucking a plot in Stargate. Like it's crazy.
So do you think in Stargate they had a plot where they went to Egypt, flushed out the labyrinth, and there was an alien spaceship in the labyrinth?
Yes.
Go.
Yes, the pyramids were spaceships.
What?
I'm not joking. The pyramids were spaceships.
Literally, there's like a whole episode about this.
Oh, you've seen this too, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, like, the pyramids are spaceships. Like, they would fly up as soon as you knew how to do it. Sarcophaguses weren't for the dead, they were for rejuvenation.
Oh, see, I told you. See, now we're on the same page.
We are
See,
on the same
Stargate
page,
got
but
it
a lot
right.
of these
Stargate.
conspiracy theories were like fucking science fiction in the 80s and 90s.
Stargate got it right.
Scott, I think you should DM Anna Paulina Luna's staff and see if we can get her on the pod.
Yeah.
I bet you we could. I bet
You
you. I'll tell
probably
her, hey,
could.
I'm like, hey, you know, I'm a big believer in the Book of Enoch. You know, like, and she'll. I think right away that would sell it. Like that would get her on like right away. The Book of Enoch.
Oh, the watch is still out there, Anna Paulina Luna.
They're still watching us.
Is it Zazel still chained up, or was he released?
He's Trump.
Are the Niflheim still around? They
The
got
Giants?
right? The Giants? What about the one in Afghanistan?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
There's one in Afghanistan. There's one in Chile, Venezuela.
They're everywhere, man. That's why they had the flood. I don't know how God didn't like wipe them out. You know, I thought he was, omnipotent.
Well, why did he want to wipe them out? They were his children.
They were eating people. Well, they were children that weren't supposed to be born. The Watchers weren't supposed to be on Earth. They were supposed to just
they
watch.
were, but it was still his creation and his children.
But they were eating his real children.
I think
No.
I think they do. I you know what though? I think what I'm going to do is like I want to go through like all like ancient cultures like and their like myths
Dude, remember
and
I made
see if they line up correctly.
Remember I made you podcast art called The Hidden Protocol?
Well, yeah, but I mean
Yeah.
like what about the gods versus titans? The Nephilim versus
This has all
whatever.
been done. This has all been done.
Were they all the same? Was it all the same story? Did it really happen?
I mean, like, you could argue that the God versus the Gods and Titan War, the Titanochemy or whatever it was called in Greece, I think it was something like that, is parallel. It has some parallel
You're right.
meaning.
Jay
between
is right.
Enoch.
We should not only DM
Giants is a very popular
Anna
mythology around the
Pauluna,
world.
but we should also DM Bart
Bart
I-
Sabrell? Dude.
Sabrell, so he can sway you guys too, and he would just hit you fact after fact. I'll be like, listen, you're debating Apollo believer, and he will come in guns blazing.
I just want Chris after every point to say bartsabrell.com.
He was paid $1 million.
Dude, get him on. We'll pay him $40.
Not only that, dude,
I wanna
find
see
some
what he
like
says.
you need to like not only get that, but we have to work our way up to him because he's a celebrity. Let's be real, dude. I mean, this man got paid $1 million. We
He
need
did
to
just
find
take
like
down a 90-year-old
low
guy.
subscriber YouTubers who spout this shit, get them on, and get our game up.
We should start doing that. We should start reaching out to some like low-level YouTubers and debate
Yeah,
and just start the,
we could do flat earthers, dude. It's gonna be great.
I mean, dude. I mean, like, if we never left inner Earth orbit, the Earth
We
could
have.
be flat.
Could be.
but we have though,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Like,
What's the proof?
what's past the Van Halen?
Where's the
sphere?
evidence? What is past the Van Halen belt?
Van Allen belt, but
belt.
here's the problem, is because like anytime you present any evidence, they're like, oh, they faked that. If everything's fake, then nothing's real. So it doesn't fucking matter. What's the point of even arguing?
We argue anyway. You know.
God, find us some YouTubers to debate.
Seriously, dude, you have to know some fringe guys.
Okay, let's debate. We should debate everybody that's in the city of Chicago.
Everybody in the city? That's like 3 million people.
Well, I mean, like anybody that has somewhat of a show or importance. Who's
Find
in
them.
Chicago?
Find them.
We could come up with a list. We'll go in. We're just as smart
I'm
as
not gonna lie,
everybody
this
else.
sounds actually pretty fun.
Dude, we could do it. I mean, like, I have no problem reaching out to people.
I don't even want to prepare for that stuff. I just want to use logic to like disprove these people and just be like, well, what about this? And they're like, well, no.
Let's pull up Chat GPT.
Well, I mean, like, what are you gonna what are your comebacks against Bart? I mean, you can't say we brought back 200 pounds of moon rock. He already debunked that.
He didn't debunk that, so that's fine.
He said they're not moon rocks. They're like something wood,
He just made that up.
petrified
though.
wood.
made that up.
No, because they asked ChatGPT and he was right.
No, he was not right.
Petrified wood?
He wasn't right.
I think Bart Sabro would just freak out on you right then and there, man. I don't
Good,
know.
bring it, you dumb bitch.
I would love this. I love this idea. I love this idea so much.
Let's just bring people on and just debate.
Let's do it. All right. On that note, that is all the time we have left. Thank you so much for listening to Back Society
So much.
Debates.
We're gonna ride this wave.
Riding.
Riding the wave.